Neon signs grab your attention by lighting up with vibrant colours. But the colours don't come from the glass. They're made by electrically charged gases inside the glass tubing, making up the sign. But how do they get the gas inside the glass and charge it up to make all those colours? It all starts with an artist heating long rods of glass tubing over a blowtorch. The heat softens the glass so the artist can bend it into the shapes and letters needed to build the sign. Lead is contained within the glass to make the tubes. As lead is a good conductor of heat, it makes the glass soft and malleable at a lower temperature than ordinary glass. Not all of the tubes in the sign are made from clear glass. Some of them look tinted. The tint comes from a light powder coating of phosphors inside the glass. Phosphors are naturally occurring elements from the earth that glow in different colours when charged. By mixing different phosphors with different gases, the artist can get the tubes to glow in different colours. Right now, the only colour that matters is bright orange. This is because when the glass is orange and fluid looking, it's ready to bend. The bending happens fast. The artist has just 30 to 45 seconds to shape the glass before it cools enough to shatter. And there's always the chance that the soft glass tube could collapse. So, as the glass is bent, the artist blows puffs of air into the tube through a hose to keep it from collapsing. When the glass cools enough to set, the bends are checked against the pattern. Before the final bends are done, an electrode is welded to the end of each tube. An electrode is basically a conductor of electricity. Once the tubes are filled with gas, the electrode will generate the charge to make the colours. When all the electrodes are in place, the shapes can be finished. But there's still one more bit of glass work to do to be sure the gas in the tubes will burn as brightly as possible. A smaller torch is used to form a little glass bubble above each electrode. When the bubble is finished, a hypodermic needle injects it with a small blob of mercury. The mercury is held in the bubble to be released later after the tubes are filled with gas. This will trigger a chemical reaction that intensifies the colours. When the mercury is in place, it's almost time to fill the tubes with gas. But first, the electrodes have to be activated and the gas purified so there's no oxygen inside that could catch fire. Both the activation and purification are done through a process called bombarding. The setup looks a little like an experiment from science class. Alligator clips connect the wires and the electrodes to a powerful transformer. With a turn of a dial, a vacuum sucks all the air out of the tubes. At the same time, the transformer runs 15,000 volts of electricity through the electrodes. The charge activates the electrodes, which produces a bright light. When the electrodes themselves glow bright red, they're fully charged, and it's time to fill the glass tubes with the colour-creating gases. One of the gases that goes into the tubes is, of course, neon, the gas that gives the sign its name. It's invisible now, but when it's charged, neon gas glows an intense red without mixing it with any phosphors or mercury. Red and white are the only colours you can make with neon gas. The other colours are made with argon gas. It glows a faint purple when charged. The tubes don't look purple because the purple mixes with the powdered coatings inside the glass tube to make other colours. Remember, the powders have phosphors in them. So different phosphors glow in different colours when electrically charged, or when exposed to ultraviolet radiation. Once the argon gas is in the tube and charged, it's just like mixing paint. The colour from the phosphors in the tube mixes with the gas to make a new colour. To intensify the colour, the drop of mercury is released from the little glass bubble into the tube. It also reacts to the charge to produce a vapour that makes the colours brighter. It takes about 15 minutes for the vapour to form. We're speeding it up here so you can see the effect. Once it's formed, the vapour brightens the colours anytime the sign is charged. When all of the colours are working properly, the pieces of the sign are tied to a plexiglass backing to complete the design. The electrodes in each tube are wired to a transformer. The signs can use the electrical current from any outlet to charge the gas. When the sign is plugged in, the gas is charged and the colours light up. And since the gas is slow to burn out, a neon sign can light up like this for 15 years or more.